What's up, Bendecos? Today, instead of reviewing outdoor gadgets, gizmos, or travels, we're gonna be focusing on survival. But we aren't gonna be building any structures or hunting for food today. Nope. We're gonna be looking at some of your instant foods today and comparing them to your not so average energy bars. This is the Energy Battery. And these are MRE type food that I found on Amazon that are about this big, this thick. You can basically put them in your pocket. But the real question is, can they save your life during a survival situation? Let's find out. All right, picture this. You're out in the wild, supplies are running low, you're miles from civilization, or worse yet, something drastic happened to civilization. And all you got left are these little guys. But do these energy batteries pack enough power to keep you going? Before I continue, I wanted to give you a quick review of the company that's making these bad boys. Now, while the packaging looks incredible, let's take a look at the company behind these. Man, these things feel dense. I feel like I can run these over with my truck. In fact, maybe I should before the video's over. They're all gonna be kind of tasteless, I'm guessing. This one says peanut flavor, but most of the MREs out there are also pretty tasteless, and that's probably why they come with some Tabasco sauce. So I did a little bit of research on the company. They aren't from a US-based company. These are actually made in China. And a little bit about the company. It is a Kinhangdao Ocean Food Company, Ltd. If I mispronounced that, I apologize. And BDH brand. It was founded in 1960. It's a comprehensive food processing enterprise integrating R&D, production, and sales. Their mission, to strictly control the safety of ingredients and provide you with nutritious food. Okay, now, quick food like this may have the nutrients to keep you alive, but I don't know if I would say they're actually nutritious. I mean, I think these, along with other types of meals, are probably gonna be your better option. But again, these are to keep you alive. I don't know if you would wanna eat something like this every single day. Maybe you can, I'm not saying you can't, but generally, food that you can put on a shelf for 20 years, I mean, this literally says 2044. Generally, food that you can put on a shelf for 20 years has got to have some downsides to it. Probably either a lot of salt, things like that. But I'm no dietitian, so don't take advice from me. I'm just talking about the product here. And for me, personally, I'm going to treat these like any other prepper type food, prepper meals. And this is going to go up in the cupboard for long-term storage, for outdoor use, and for disaster preparedness. And with all the hurricanes and everything we've been seeing lately, I'm sure they would love to get their hands on something like this, you know, if there's nothing else to eat. Okay, so let's break down the science of these. Each bar is 475 calories. It's almost 1,000 calories per package because this package has 2 bars in it. Here in a little bit, I am gonna soak one in a bowl just because I wanna see what happens. And does it expand all the way? Does it consume all of the water in there? So in here, again, 1,000 calories, of which, now this is per half a package that I'm gonna recite here. So I'm just gonna say what's on the package here. So 19.4 grams of fat. Generally in the US, we talk about milligrams. So this is, I'm just reading what's on the package. 19.4 grams of fat, 8.24 grams of saturated fat, 67.6 grams of carbohydrates, 20.3 grams of sugars, only 7.1 grams of protein, and 238 grams of salt. So that looks to me like not a whole lot of salt. But if it's 238 milligrams, that could be quite a bit. And then for the ingredients, it's not a whole lot of ingredients, which is something I'd really like to see. So this is wheat flour, 60%, vegetable oil, palm, sugar, glucose syrup, water, salt, and a raising agent, sodium carbonate. And it also has flavor extracts, which I'm guessing is the peanut. And if there are, I can't say if the peanut would be an allergen because it just says flavoring extract. However, one of the allergens is wheat. So if you're allergic to wheat, stay away. This package literally says 20 years. 20 years. But how do these stack up to the freeze-dried meals that we're all used to using while we're either camping or hiking? Let's find out. Nice. All right, so I just read these ones, so let's take a look at these ones. So right here, I've got peak refuel. This is 2 servings, and this is Mountain House Adventure Meals, and this one is also 2 servings. Right off the bat, I can tell you a pro out of this. This is 2 servings. However, I'm guessing once I open this up, I only have to eat 1 bar. I haven't added any liquid, so this one's gonna be fine. The problem with these 2 servings for this is you still have to eat it all in 1 meal, or you're gonna put it back in your pack and risk getting eggs and chili sauce or whatever you're eating all over your, yeah, this chili mix. So you're gonna get chili all over the inside of your pack if any of it spills out or if you don't zip it properly or any of that. So generally, I eat the entire thing. Maybe that's eating too much, or you need to share it with someone while you're on the trail. But let's look at the facts. So this, 19 grams of fat, 6 grams saturated fat, and 270 milligrams of cholesterol, 690 milligrams of sodium. Now I'm only looking at one, at half the package, so at 1 serving. 23 grams of carbs, 3 grams of dietary fiber, 6 grams of sugar. I wish they were equal on how they measured everything. And then it's got some vitamins, vitamin D, calcium, iron, potassium. Again, so this package for half of the contents has fewer calories than what you'll find in one of these bars. But again, you kind of have to eat the whole thing or you're wasting it. And these things are pretty rich. These are, you know, anywhere from, you might be able to find them on sale for 10 bucks, but usually they're 13 to 15 bucks as opposed to these. And I'll get the price here in just a little bit. And then the Mountain House, substantially less calories. So 230 calories in a single serving. And the ingredients, I'll just look at the ingredients of here. Enriched macaroni, niacin B3, ferrous sulfate, thiamine, mononitrate. So they're actually adding vitamins into this. I'm not sure why they would do that. I wonder if it's a preservative, but they've got niacin, iron, B1, B2, B9. And then it looks like the real material is beef, rosemary extract, salt, seasoning, chili pepper, onion, salt. It's got a lot of ingredients that you would see in a typical meal if you're a chef or if you cook it yourself. But again, for allergens, it also says contains wheat. Now the biggest thing is how you prepare these. Now, shelf life to me is a huge factor in survival. Now, while this package says 20 years, I'm betting we could go a few more years out of that. I'm not recommending it to anyone. That's just me. I'm betting these little nuggets in here, I bet you can get 40 years out of these, 100 years. I've heard about people opening MREs from like World War II and trying them out, and they're probably just fine. This seems like a hermetically sealed package. I bet it's gonna be good forever. I don't recommend doing that, but I'm kind of a cockroach, okay? If this thing said 2044 and in 24 I find this up in my cupboard, it's staying. I'm not throwing it away. And I have seen people say, would you eat canned food if it's out of date? My answer is, depends on how hungry you are. And that's impressive, but how does it really compare to other emergency food rations? And can it really last until the apocalypse? You know, just thinking about another pro or con for these things, look at the portability of this. Boom. Man, these things, I kind of want to bang on them with a hammer or something. Actually, I'll be able to break it with that. I don't feel that dense. They feel really dense though. You can stash it in your survival bag, and like I would say, I'm gonna keep these up in the cupboard and at least 1 or 2 of these, probably 2 of these in my go bag. And hopefully you guys aren't saying what's in a go bag or do you have a go bag? Yeah, this is going in my go bag. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's do the taste test. But not only the taste test, we're also gonna do the dunk test because I wanna find out what this thing expands into. So first off, take a look at this packaging. This stuff is just great. Holy smokes. And they're individually wrapped inside here. So back to me saying you only got to eat one, not have to worry about the other one. Individually wrapped. So very nice. I can already smell the peanuts too. So do I taste test it first or give it the dunk test? Ooh, it's actually crumbling as I'm opening it. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it the dunk test. It splits right down the middle here. Lots of crumbs coming out. I'm gonna give it a dunk. Let's see what happens to that bad boy. Well, I give this one a taste. It's gonna be funny if that one just dissolves into like a big bowl of oatmeal. It is bubbling a little bit. Taste number one. Oh. It breaks really easily. So although it is very dense, that is good. That is flavorful. I'm very surprised, but this little bar has 475 calories. Give this a little touch here. It's actually staying together quite good compared to how easy it is to gnaw off. Now, does this thing taste like survival or like regret? I definitely don't regret eating it. Tastes pretty good. Now, I just had a couple pieces of pizza, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't want to get overly stuffed, but it doesn't feel like it's filling me up. Now, I've only had about a quarter of the bar so far, and it's barely probably had a chance to hit my system, but it feels about like a Snickers or something like that. We'd have to see over time like how full it actually makes you and keeps you from getting hungry. But again, 475 calories, 1,000 per pack. Definitely something I'm gonna keep in my go bag. Hopefully I don't have any in my beard. You can barely see anything in there, but it is actually still, it's wet and still rather tough to break up. Want some? Wanna try some, Alien? What do you think? You can have it. He's not a giant fan of peanut butter, but let's see. I'm gonna snoof it. So after tasting them, the Energy Battery energy bars, definitely something I'd keep in my pack. However, as far as satisfaction's gonna go, like I said, this tastes about like a Snickers. This tastes like a gourmet meal. This is gonna be a lot more satisfying and probably make you feel fuller for longer. This is gonna keep you alive. Again, put it in your pack, store it away, 20 years, you're still gonna be able to eat it. And this is an immediate food. This, you're gonna have to take time to warm up, which time isn't always on your side. Even though these only take about 5 minutes to cook and then you can start eating them, you don't always have 5 minutes or the means to boil water. You don't need boiled water with these. So if I'm going hiking, this is my choice. If I'm trying to survive, I'm definitely gonna invest in some of these. And I definitely recommend these for anyone's go bag or survival pack. Well, hey gang, thanks for joining me and the Alien here of Beast Mode Camping. Don't forget to like and subscribe and we'll see you next week. Have a great day. If you like this type of content, make sure you check out our YouTube channel where we have hundreds of videos just like this. If you wanna see our newest adventures, be sure to click the subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss another video.